Hey everyone, Patrick Scott here. I'm using my headphones. I usually don't do that, so I hope the audio is working. I don't know. Right now, I am out in my new apartment's backyard here, and I am watering it by hand because I want a yard. I want grass. When I got this place, it was kind of a mess. All of these trash bags here are all just full of rocks and stone and debris. This is over here, we got glass and rocks and even an old needle that I've found, just to give you an idea of kind of the state that it was in. And this morning, even though I don't have a hose back here, I was excited to get outside and start watering this lawn by hand. And the reason that I was excited is because of something that's called scoring. And this is a technique that for life that I picked up from Tony Robbins. And it's something that I'd done before, but I never really had a name for it. So maybe it's something that you have as well. Basically, the concept is this. If you have some sort of task that you want to do, but for some reason it's not something you necessarily are excited about doing, what can you add to it to make it exciting and to make it worthwhile? What can you do to make yourself jump out of bed, to be excited to walk back and forth 45 times with little 2 gallons of buckets to try to grow grass in a backyard with no hose? Scoring. It's kind of like seeing a movie. If you saw a movie that had no soundtrack, it'd be kind of weird, right? I started watering this lawn. I would just come out here and water it, and I'd kind of hate it. I'd be walking back and forth 45 times and be like, oh my God, when is this going to end? Then I realized I had all this extra capacity for learning while I do this. Sorry this is so shaky. I don't have a holder thing today. So I started listening to Tony Robbins, which is what I just paused to make this video, while I water my lawn. And now the experience of watering my lawn, even though it sucks physically to do this, it's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for learning. I have an hour to myself every morning now without distractions to just learn while I water this lawn. I did the same thing with driving a few years back, and I never really knew that there was a name for it, scoring. I used to hate driving. I used to hate long drives. And at some point, I started listening to Audible and listening to audiobooks while I drove. And then driving long drives became an opportunity to have 6 to 8 hours uninterrupted of just learning and improving myself and improving my life, which totally transformed the experience. It transformed the beliefs that I had about that experience. It went from something that brought me pain to something that brought me immense pleasure. And now, that's the same thing for watering this lawn every morning. I now have an hour to myself every morning to just reflect on my life, to soak in new knowledge, and to grow. So, one more example, working out. Some people like to listen to music. That's scoring. It makes the experience better. I like to listen to audiobooks and stuff. I like to learn. And again, it's something that in the past didn't bring me pleasure, but when I add something to it to make it a different experience, one that I'm able to grow my body and my mind at the same time. And, as an engineer, I'm all about resource utilization and maximization. So that allows me to do that and take advantage of the extra capacity of my mind and to change my beliefs to make it something exciting and fun to do and something to look forward to doing. So lesson of the day is, if you have some sort of tasks like this, I mean, we all need to work out, maybe scoring, maybe adding something to the